I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. While our attention remains fixed on the happenings in Massachusetts in the wake of the Boston Marathon bombings, some of our region's emergency management personnel and first responders took part in a conference dealing with disaster readiness today, including preparation for incidents involving dirty bombs and radiological catastrophes. Officials with New York State Homeland Security also on hand to talk about the challenges a terrorist attack would pose for emergency responders in our region. Goals included better communication and information sharing among agencies responding to disasters, not unlike what has been faced this week in Boston. Reporter Jeremiah Horgan will have more on the conference, and keep clicking back here at Record Online to stay on top of developments in the Boston Marathon bombing case. Elsewhere, Liberty High School students facing criminal charges after a .32 caliber handgun was discovered in his school locker Thursday. The arrest of the 16-year-old came after the school's resource officer was told the student may have a gun. According to the Liberty School District website, the weapon was not used to threaten anyone, and no ammunition was found. The boy, who is not identified, has been charged with criminal possession of a weapon on school grounds. More than 300 parents and community residents showed up at last night's Newburgh school board meeting, expecting to find out which of the district's elementary schools would be closed as part of the effort to reduce an $8.6 million budget gap. The parents of students attending Baumville, Valesgate, and Horizon schools will have to wait a while longer before hearing the board's decision. While the Newburgh School Board did cut more than $5 million from next year's budget, a move that included the elimination of about 20 jobs, District Superintendent Ralph Pizzo suggested the board hold off on a school closing decision until Monday, when the board will hold another meeting and then allow supporters of the schools to make their respective cases. The delay did not sit well with those in attendance last night, with some saying school trustees should have come prepared to reach a decision and not hold people in suspense. In other news, a man from the Bronx has been arraigned on charges connected to a car pedestrian accident in the town of New Windsor back in February. 35-year-old Arsen Berezanski is facing charges of felony assault, felony vehicular assault, and driving while under the influence of drugs. Prosecutors say Berezanski was under the influence of oxycodone when his car hit a man walking his dog along Twin Arch Road. The 47-year-old victim suffered 12 broken ribs and 2 broken vertebrae and spent about a month at Westchester Medical Center. Berezanski is currently free on $50,000 bail. The state DEC has decided to schedule a public hearing concerning the controversial Curious Joel water pipeline project. Hearing will deal specifically with the KJ plan to connect a currently unused Cornwall well, which the village needs for a backup supply before it can tap the New York City Catskill Aqueduct with their 13.5-mile-long line. Town of Woodbury officials are worried the Cornwall well would compete with the well field they will soon be using. The time, place, and date of the hearing have not yet been determined. Another day, another explosive development in the village of Monticello, with Mayor Gordon Jenkins once again in the middle of it. During a special meeting, the village board voted 3-2 to rename Jenkins acting village manager, about a month after the board had stripped the mayor of the acting manager duties. The brief meeting ended when trustee Carmen Rue got into a shouting match with Jenkins, with Rue shouting, "Shame on you, shame on the corruption." Rue has requested the state attorney general's office conduct an investigation into the workings of Monticello village government. No one should fight for their country only to return home and have to fight the government. Those words from freshman Hudson Valley Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney. This morning, he was the speaker at a meeting of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. Maloney currently pushing for passage of his Disabled Veterans Red Tape Reduction Act, designed to help reduce the Veterans Administration backlog of disability claims. Maloney told his audience that thousands of veterans in New York State, including many here in the Hudson Valley, now wait an average of 400 days to have their disability claims processed. Maloney's bill would allow veterans to go to doctors outside the VA system to get their claims processed. And this was the scene at Stewart Airport June 9th of last year, as 88 World War II veterans took a trip free of charge to the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. courtesy of the Honor Flight Network, the organization that fundraises to give our WW2 vets the chance to see the memorial that was not built until 2004. Now about 100 veterans are expected to be aboard the second Honor flight in the Hudson Valley Saturday that leaves from Stewart Airport. Among them is expected to be Albert Becker of New Paltz, who was lost at sea for 46 days and presumed dead. Reporter Mike Randall will have his incredible story in Saturday's Times-Herald Record and here at Record Online. The good news regarding our weekend weather, we should see a lot of sunshine. The not so good news, it won't be all that warm. Saturday will be partly sunny with temperatures getting up around 60 degrees. Sunday will be sunny and cooler with the highs only in the upper 50s. Well, stay connected to breaking news all weekend long right here at Record Online and get caught up on all that is happening by reading the weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.